Ladies and gents, my name is Ash Mandrake. I've got a piece of magic at my feet. It's called a root machine. For anyone who's never seen one of these things before, it's a sound catcher. And this is the way it works. Basically, you kick a button like this and it starts recording. And the next time you kick the button, it starts recording. Kick a button like this and it starts recording. The only problem is if you get the kick in the wrong place, you're completely screwed because it just like keeps on coming back and booting you at the backside. And there's nothing you can do about it at all. A little bit like walking a tightrope. This first piece, ladies and gents, is a cover. I'm not going to tell you who it's by just yet. For those who've seen me before, would you prefer me to do something smooth and pretend to be cool, or put some new stuff in tonight? What do you reckon? They're leaving it to me. Ladies and gents, this is a cover. Alright. Well, isn't that lovely? They do say the guy who wrote this is a bit of a grump. I do not believe that he is a grump. I believe he wrote this when he was in a nightclub watching people moving around on the dance floor. Ladies and gents, this is about the way people jiggle when they're having a boogie. Bit of Paul Weller for you. Have a bit of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, hot time. Hot time. Mid-afternoon, mid-afternoon. People fly by. In the traffic's boom. Alright, rolling. This way you go and we're blown out. Get your way down. Should be going now. I said rolling. And get you down. Get you down. I'm in your feel. Get your body tight. Alright, roll and rain. All the things you deserve now. I said, hot time, mid-afternoon, people fly by, and the traffic's boom, yeah. No hands just way on, oh, and get into it. You should be going now, yeah, I said so. Stick around and find your way home, yeah. Wow, wow, you gotta find your way out. Up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, wow. You gotta find your way out. Don't worry, you gotta find your way out. Wow, wow, worry. All right. A beating heart, a locked in stone, a cold of winter cracked our bones. The price for our advice and the warmth of love will bless your homes. A beating heart, a locked in stone, a cold of winter cracked our bones. The price for our advice and the warmth of love will bless your homes. A beating heart, a locked in stone, a cold of winter cracked our bones. The price for our advice and the warmth of love will bless your homes. A beating heart, a locked in stone, a cold of winter cracked our bones. The price for our advice and the warmth of love will bless your homes. A beating heart, a rotting stone, or a winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold. A beating heart, a rotting stone, or a winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold.
Let's get a clap going, get a clap,
A beating heart, a rotting stone, or a winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold. There once was a man who came to a place where metal was mined and made, and this fine fellow man had a fine metal plan to make it his domain. So he worked and he schemed and he laid down his plan. Apparently he was so bold that after 4 short years he became the king and started building his tower of gold. By the sweating of the fat, you can make the omelette with your bellows and your muscle and wood, but the tower was tall and the tower gave out till their fires burnt more than they should. Hark, said the king, wood you shall bring, with your axes search far and wide. Cut me a price, my tower of gold, nowhere a tree shall hide. Ah! Beating hearts are rotting stones, or a winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold. One more time, a beating hearts are rotting stones, or a winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold. Other furnace warders, they gave up their hoard, till none had wood to spare, and the king looked around and he saw they had none and said, bring me your beds and your chairs. So they chopped and they hacked and the soldiers sacked, and a law was passed all around that fires were banned at the cost of a hand, and the cold crept out of the ground. Lads in arms were shivering blue, and they all began to cry. With the cold of the winter months in their bones, we began to die. So 10 of the wisest went to the king to ask for the fire of life, but the soldiers dug a hole and he pushed them in and he killed them all with a knife. Ah! Beating hearts are rotting stones, or winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold. Oh, one more time. A beating hearts are rotting stones, or winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold. After many long years, a story spread of a magic stone that sings. Beneath the stone were the bones of the wise, striking fear in the heart of the king. Knock thrice for our advice was a story in their song. So a law was passed mighty fast, to knock 3 times is wrong. But there came a child of innocence, whose tongue could not be tied. She knew a word of power, that simple word was why. She knocked 3 times on a bolt cold stone, and an answer came from within. Light a fire upon our rock, and we'll bring you the head of the king. So the girl built a flame upon that stone, it split the earth in two. A mighty God spread to the forge, with a vengeance that was due. The proud foundations of the tower shed their last goodbye, and the tumbling tower saw its final hour through the lid of a still. The lid of a dulling, the lid of a closing royal eye. Ah! Beating hearts are rotting stones, or winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold. Oh, one last time. A beating hearts are rotting stones, or winter cracked our bones. No price for our dice, and the warmth of that will that you hold. Bless your homes, everybody. Now, the young girl in that story, when she grows up, she's much sought after in the village. They've found a new leader. They didn't want any of these despotic types, you know, building towers of gold and enslaving everybody. So they found somebody who was really good at politics and being tricky and all that kind of thing. The young lady, she was wooed by a young lad who wasn't the best looking guy in the world, but really loved her, and she fell for him. Now the new leader they brought in, the tricky one, he fancied her too. He said to the young lad, "You are very ugly, how you make this woman loving you? You must go, I will send you a magical. You go for wizard courage." I had read Terry Pratchett before I wrote this book. "You go for wizard courage, you will come back a big wizard, you go." And then he whispered in the ear of the guy who ran the wizard college and said, "Do him over, mate, do him over." So our matey comes back and everyone's expecting the purple wizard. But they've done him in, they've made him the pink wizard. This is a new piece. It's on my new album. He turns up.
I am the Purple Wizard. You may call me the daringly dashing damsel, the ornately auspicious aubergine, heroic heliotrope, I dance praise, and neither am I prone to the ravishes of rubicundity. Please do not refer to me as the scarlet carbuncular caterpillar. And you must never call me Rinky Dink, for I am purple and definitely not pink.
They've really done him in. He's at it. He's gone.
And never call me Flamingo, Bubblegum, or Piglet, for I am the Purple Wizard, the purple and slightly pink. I'm only slightly pink. I am the Pink Wizard!
There you go. Anyway, she still loves him after all that.